Hello and welcome back to Caves of Qud. Big things going on this episode. I'm very excited for some of the stuff we're about to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is shove this... Oh wait, we have to make it first. Oh, don't get too excited now. Data disks. Solar cell, learn that. Perfect. Yeah, we don't need to learn any of those other things. Not yet anyway. Let's go ahead and learn tinker a solar cell. And now let's shove that onto our precinct navigator. I'm pretty sure so long as we are on the surface, that will mean that that thing is working. But I could be wrong. It could be that this thing also is like a huge drain. That thought hadn't really occurred to me, honestly. Chance of becoming lost in ruins reduced by 50%. Chance of interesting encounters while traveling through ruins on the world map increased by 100%. Chance of encountering ruins while traveling through other terrain on the world map increased by 100%. Compute power on the local lattice increases this item's effectiveness. So what I think I'll do is actually just wait. We'll wait like 500 turns. Not 5,000. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Ezra. I'm pretty stoked for this. Let's just see. Is this working? Okay, it's full. I hope that the rate that it stays charged is about the same as how much energy it uses, but you know, like these things, who knows? Who knows? Okay. I'm actually kind of nervous. This is a big deal. I know, like, I know you're out there. I hear you. It's like, oh god, it's just Ezra. Who cares? You know, everything you do for the first time is a big deal, you know? I'm not defending myself here, I'm just saying. Like, I've been playing this game for a long time, and I've heard about Ezra, and I've never gotten to see it. I've never got to hear it, so let's go, let's do it. Statue of Eater. Features erupt from a stone canvas and shatter into a figure from the deep past. Hair, skin, brow, thigh. The details hatch a new emotion inside you, the sense of the strange familiar. As you move about the petrified likeness, you wonder at how this eater managed to incise themselves into your space-time braid. So where are we? Ah, we are right in front of the tomb. Or I should say the spindle. Banana ranchers. I've never met a banana rancher. I hear that sun-dried banana and banana in general is a good thing to buy, or a good thing to have. Like it's a good thing in general. Oh, I forgot to give my books. Oh well. I'm gonna want to buy some bananas. But one thing at a time, I think. Yeah, they all have bananas. Will you sing and work with me? She maneuvers under a tunic made from sackcloth and braided goat hair. Her olive skin and straw hat glisten with spindle dust. We have a warden. I've never seen this warden before. Out of an oculus pours a scanning cone of mosaic light. It's unclear if they regard you as an interloper, but they take no aggressive action. 1 dram of oil to become friends with them. Loved, admired by the villagers of Ezra. Very tough. They would be a very good friend. You're now favored by the fellowship. I could actually have them join me. I really like having the wardens join me. I don't think there's any like repercussions of them doing so. Of doing that. Like, yeah, I'm stealing the security of this town, but I don't think that has any lasting effects in the world. Oh, does our friend here have anything on them? No. Oh, that would have been nice. Okay, so we've got a graveyard, and we have, what is this? Consortium trade post. 6 shrew. Oh joy, another meat being. Please tell me you're here to buy something. I am BackSlash. You are? I am 6 shrew, a merchant from the Consortium of Phyta, disinclined to waste your time on talkative strangers. I sell things and you can buy them. I would in fact strongly encourage you to buy them, or be on your way. Why are you called 6 shrew? Why are you called Pest? I'm not. You are now. Are you going to buy something, Pest? You're being rude. You're being a bit annoying, so I suppose both of us are having our burdens to bear. Perhaps we should do some trading and move on with our lives, hmm? Something the matter? Oh, fine. I'm fine. I simply adore being assigned to this stinking backwater Musa Grove after decades of service, unceremoniously dumped in an office next to a fleshy tinker who works day and night, making all manner of racket through the thinnest, most conductive of walls ever crafted. What is it you humans say? Living the dream? Yes, I am living the dream. I mean, I would like to trade. Okay. So we have a salesman. We have a like someone worth buying from. This, they have a nano weave vest. This seems like a good buy for us. What is our current? We have 6 AV on our cry steel. A drop. Like a 2 drop on our AV to gain 5 DV back is absolutely worth it. Nano weave seems like a great. But the crysteel has resistances. That's why you wear them. There's our solar cell. That's hilarious. Apparently herberries are actually apparently I do retain information. This is like the upgrade from what do you call it? Apparently I don't retain information. Witchwood bark. So herberries is a good thing to have. So I mean, this is kind of why I wanted to come here. And they have a small cube. You won't tell me what it is, though. Kind of want to buy the herb berries. So I will. I'm not really going anywhere with that. By the way, if you're... Wait, what? Oh. I guess I can only... Okay, well, I'm going to slow my roll here for a second. The herb berries are probably good. Let's check out this tinker, though. Vlahaj. Sorry, not Vla. La. La. I'm just going to go with La. Ela? Ela. Elahaj. There we go. Traveler, put down your mangled trinkets and I'll repair them. Who are you? She gives you a hard stare. I am a daughter of Exile, but you should call me Elahaj, daughter of Exile. Tinker nuns. The world sees fit to call us that, my sister and me. Do you know the story told of Rebecca the Exile? I do. Rebecca the Exile betrayed Reshef. She was a teacher to Reshef, but he excommunicated her from the Sultanate and banished her from the realm. To know her, I've chosen a life of unbelonging. And among my sisters, I have the honor of permanent residence by her gravesite. I'll tell you this, traveler, the shape of a society is visible only from the outside. There is a peace beyond a boundary. So this is extremely exciting for me. This is mind-blowing. I mentioned this before, but I had a theory, and it's not really a theory. I mean, it's a, I don't know, a hypothesis? What's the difference? I was, I guess, theory crafting that the statues of Reshef, I mean, statues in general, they're put up by the victors. They're put up by, by dogma, The statues, they might be erected in the name of Reshef, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Reshef may not have been a good person. He may not have actually ridded the world of the Gyre. He may have been, who knows, he could have been responsible for the Gyre in the first place. He might have been the right person at the right place at the right time, and gotten a lot of the credit. It's just because there are a lot of statues in Reshef's name doesn't mean necessarily that he was a hero. It means that he was the person credited for ridding the Gyre, the world of the Gyre. So I am very interested in a character who is, pledged their life to learning about Rebecca, the person who supposedly betrayed Reshef. There isn't anything, not that I've found anyway, in the Reshef lore that speaks about how she betrayed him, what she did, only that she did, and that Reshef exiled her. So this is interesting to me. I just wanted to recap and talk a little bit about this because this is very interesting to me. Tell me about this ancient village. Ezra sits in the shadow of history, where small things grow. It's the moss beneath the statue, quite literally. For centuries, monarchs concerned themselves with felling trees, and now of the covenant only Ezra remains. It's home of Rebecca's gravesite, so for the daughters, it is a sacred place. You may notice more of us on pilgrimage. Who is the man camped near the graveyard? Zotham. I don't see utility in unkindness, but he's a fool. Were it that proximity to meekness made one meek, I have no use for a man who seeks salvation in the body of a dead woman. What do you think of the plant you share this building with? I don't. Just want to make sure I've read everything. Wow. That's really cool. So she is loved by the daughters of Exile. This is... I have seen people who, like, paragons, not paragons, but, like, you know, the people who are part of the faction, the Daughters of Exile, never really clued into the fact that they were they were daughters of Rebecca, hated by the cult of Q Pager. Well, that's fine. I wasn't planning on being friends with him anyway. Full right flake armor. She's got a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and share a dram. My reputation with roots has decreased by 50 to 525. She could teach me how to make love injectors. Spectacles. I wonder if that would, if those are flash resistant. She would also teach me repair. I think it's worth learning how to make love injectors. And I think it's I would like to learn how to craft spectacles. If only to find out, maybe this might be keys to the kingdom here. Vision correcting lenses on thin wireframes. Nope. I tinkered some up, but we'll see. Yeah. Dang. And I only got one of my bits back. Dang it. I was really hoping those were flash resistant. I don't know why I thought they might be. So let's talk to Zotham the Penitent, sorry. Live and drink, wayfarer. Cause no strife here, and we will have no quarrel. I am BackSlash. Who are you? I am no one of any importance, but my name is Zotham, and some call me the Penitent. Sorry, I don't know why. You speak like a warden. Penitent. I was once a vile grave robber, the lowest of the low. Years ago I sought to plunder the tomb of the Eaters, and set off to do so with a pair of confederates. I watched both of them die, slain by ancient artifice, and entombed with the ancient dead. I would have shared their fate, but for a coterie of Mapango nesting in the catacombs. They kept me safe and fed me while I treated my wounds. It is in their honor that I seek a credo now. Mapango? Mapango are plated, digging creatures whose armor scales glow a pale white. They are contemplative, sociable, and mostly peaceable. They commune with ancient objects, which is why a coterie of their kind lives in the tomb of the Eaters. They are patient even with rough-hewn, is it hound? Hewn? Wanderers such as we, but it's still not best to ask one to explain their credo. I'd like to meet these Mapango. If you do find yourself in the tomb, the Mapango settlement is nestled in the wall of the northwest catacombs. Nestled in the wall of the northwest catacombs. The entrance is guarded by a chain turret named Vivira, brightly painted to distinguish him from Air Brevin. Resist your reflexive urge to fight or flee, as Vivira is friendly and open to parley. If you meet, tell them I sent you. Speak to a turret? I suppose I will. Live and drink. An interesting quest. Speak like a warden. I am no warden. My only fellowship is with my own shame. What are you doing here? I'll watch over the grave of Rebecca to atone for my deeds, and to find my credo. Who is Rebecca? Rebecca was a physician and an advisor to Reshef until she lost his favor, when after years of exile she lost her voice and her life. She was buried here, and an outsider unfit to be interred with the honored dead, so she rests here. I believe her proximity will help me find my credo. Credo? Yes, it is a rite of passage for the Mapango people, a statement that inspires contemplation, discussion, and thought. An ideal credo has no single explanation or interpretation, and is meant to inspire contemplation in those who hear it. For this reason, it is considered rude among Mapango to ask the meaning of a credo. Someday I will find mine. I need to enter the Tomb of Eaters. Is your motivation just? No. May you share my fate then. Tell me how to get in anyway. No. Fine. Alright, my motivation is just. Only those who pay their respects to the grave of Rebecca will know the way into the tomb. If you make it inside, the Mapengo will offer you solace and knowledge, and can tell you more about the tomb's contents. Okay, I will pay my respects to Rebecca. Is this it? No. In memory of Rebecca, succumb to Glottrot. Huh. We have a fish. Note this piece of information in the gossip and lore section of your journal. I have a funny feeling that that fish there, and it does look like a fish to me, is the actual answer to getting into the Tomb of Eaters, which we will not be doing on this run, probably. We have another statue here. Statue of Eater. It's the same statue. Is this the same Eater again? It's the same description anyway. Okay. I need to sell... I'm almost tempted to sell some books. I would like to buy some bananas. I'm not sure what they do, so I'm gonna have to get one of each and then just kind of experiment. So let's go ahead and sell a bronze ingot and buy... Yeah, that works. Let's also sell a beaded bracelet. No, let's not do that. Copper nugget. Perfect. Okay. Oh, painted. In 6186, BR, a corrupt administrator, was appointed minister of the scientist theocracy of Kazamrad. He outlawed association with vines, and Dioxys was forced to flee. Is this just fresh water? Makes sense. Tomb mural depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient Sultan Delashid. One night under the beetle moon, a babe was found swaddled on the bank of an ancient river, with its mouth full of the fabric of time. That babe came to be known as Delashid. I wonder if that north wall there is actually the wall, like, that it's the spindle. In a way, I feel like I've cheated myself coming here with a recoiler, but I have no regrets. These are some pretty mind-blowing discoveries for me anyway. Can I make a campfire? So what is sun-dried banana? Artifact-based effects. Doesn't really tell me anything outside of that, huh? Preserve your fresh food. Okay, so bananas, there's no point in buying bananas because you just preserve them into sun-dried bananas. Unless there was a good reason I should have kept the banana and eaten it as a banana. I have no idea. Feel free to let me know how to use and potentially abuse bananas. I know that they are like... The whole thing about them is they help you discover how to craft certain things, but I don't know how they work. I guess the best way is to just pick it and, you know, fungus-based effects. Let's try this. Cook. Toss them in a pot and stir. You eat the meal. Whenever you identify an artifact, you're immune to fungal spores for 6 hours. Okay. Kinda weird, but I think I get it. So I'm thinking if I had just used a banana in the cooking, then maybe something good would have happened. All right, well, this is another thing I'll have to learn. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna recoil out. We don't want to disassemble our home recoiler. And we're gonna go to the Beetle. Miscellaneous, no? Is it named locations? Yes. Is that it there? Yes. And I'm lost. Oh, jeez. Can't just ask the Snapjaws. Where we are. There is a mod which I kind of like the idea of, but I don't think I would ever add it because it is actually kind of gameplay changing. Defoliant grenade. But basically it makes it so that monsters or like enemies who are a certain level below you are no longer aggressive to you. Which is like, you know, good and bad in a way. Because yes, it would mean that you don't get pestered by a lot of things, but like some monsters are more... They're more of a task, or they're more difficult to kill when they are, you know, basically when they have numbers, when they have when they have you know, have you beat in numbers. So like for instance, like crabs, they're not a big deal, but if there's a bunch of them, then they have the potential to kill you. But you know, if there's like trivial or whatever, then it means that they wouldn't attack you. So, like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense to turn that off, to make it so that they don't attack you. But at the same time, I think that there are occasions when it's better to leave something like that up to the game. So we are now currently trying to find our Beetle. I more or less know where it is, but I am also kind of guessing. It's like it's obviously not here because we haven't seen much of that place. Yeah, there we go. So we want to go right here. I don't expect to get something amazing for the Beetle quest. But, you know, it's the prospects that interest me. Who knows? Maybe we could get a recoiler to Ezra. Maybe we could get a unmarked recoiler. Like, that would be amazing, obviously. But, you know. I'm pretty sure it's left here now. Might be down, actually. Yeah. And I think it's continued left. Yep. And we want to go 4 strata deep and then west. Oh, this is not our staircase. Even though it gets us deep quicker, we want to use the staircase we actually use since we kind of have a pathway. And that'll very likely be our next staircase. And then we want to go west. I really do like the mood lighting that the Hunter Z dynamic lighting mod adds. Like when you get really deep and it just goes like pitch black, it really does kind of like affect how I feel about the where you are. It adds a little bit of edge to it, which I really appreciate. Is it up here? I feel like we're getting pretty close. Ah, there it is. Found you. Okay, now we drop the leather moccasins. Maybe. No, we drop them in front of it. I accept your offering. The sparking beetle gives you a weird artifact. Amazing. It's no longer sparking. I am sated, mortal. Be gone. Remember, Reshef was friends with these things. It was like revered by beetles. It's, you know, it adds just the way they talk and the way they act doesn't really lend me a lot of it doesn't inspire me a lot of reverence from me for Reshef. Okay, so we have an artifact. We have a few artifacts. Let's go through these. Fungicide. Freezing counterweighted bronze battle axe. That is not what we got from the Beetle. Displacer bracelet. Hieroglyphs of fluctuation are incised on the inner surface of the shiny metal torus. It's got some pretty high tier bits on it. Let's put a cell on it. Also, I forgot to check. How is this thing doing? It's still full. That's our next goal, by the way. Oh, our turbo is out of gas, literally. Okay. Let's take off that. I just noticed we have been using the wrong... we've been using a steel dagger instead of our folded carbide, but it doesn't matter because our strength isn't high enough to make use of the penetration. Left arm, let's put on this displacer bracelet. Does it just teleport us? That's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure it'll come in handy. It's almost more handy for bits, to be honest. I feel like this thing might be more helpful. Force field emitter. And we're gonna go ahead and recoil out. And that will pretty much do it for this episode. A lot of milestones covered. You know, we've come full circle. We've discovered a lot, and yet, you know, despite everything, it's still us, if you know what I mean. So like, Ezra was worth the wait. It was honestly worth the hype. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed learning about Rebecca, even a little bit, even a tidbit. That was exciting. The beta was a little bit disappointing, but that's fine. You know, they can't all be huge, mind-blowing discoveries. So I guess next we'll be using our what's this? Where is it? Our precinct navigator to wander around and discover some ruins. We'll see if that works well. You know, I'm hoping it does, but who knows. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Caves of Qud. I think we're getting pretty close to doing Golgotha. I think level 17 I will do it. Even we don't have to, but I think we're ready. I mean, we're ready as we can be. We've got pretty good equipment, and we've got 4 followers, so it's... if we can't do it at that point, then I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.